Hello everybody and welcome back to another Broncos franchise episode. We are going to be wheeling and dealing, shopping, gathering, and hunting, if you will, man. So our team isn't that good and we kind of knew that coming in. But there's one thing that's pretty apparent is that we can run the ball even though our O-line isn't that good. We do have no Sean Moreno, who I think is going to be a star in this league, but he might not be a star with us. Because in our first game of the season, we were able to run the ball with Buckhalter, who's 77 overall, who's been in the league for about a decade, but he's still one of the faster running backs in the game. Now, when we look at our numbers, rushing, we're good. We're top 2. Passing, 23rd. We kind of expected that. Not great, not good, but it's not horrible. Rush defense and defense overall is bad, and it's pretty bad. Now, my biggest issue is not being able to stop the run. So right now I want to try our very best to change things up because we do have an opportunity to make the playoffs. So I do want to interrupt myself real quickly right here. In the first episode, I mentioned that we were not trading Champ Bailey. We were not trading Brian Dawkins. And those things are true. So this episode is based on the knowledge that we're not trading those two guys. So the moves that I did make are an attempt to improve this roster right now and to give us some capital moving forward for next season and the seasons to come. All right. So again, Brian Dawkins probably going to retire this season. It would be smart to get rid of him, but I want him around, and I do think that kind of keeps things realistic. Champ Bailey, I think, had a chance to probably retire as a Bronco. I want to try to keep that storyline as is as well. So I'm not going to be moving on from those guys, but we'll be making some splashes because Madden's supposed to be fun. And this is still Madden, even though I want to try to keep it as realistic as I possibly can. To make the playoffs, how could we possibly do that 1-4? We have not played any of the teams in the AFC West. Our first loss to the Jaguars, I was learning the game. I should have hit practice mode. I should have did some play now. That's not me. We're going to go in raw and uncut. You feel me? And then we beat the Seattle Seahawks in week number 2. The Colts passing game lit us up. Joseph Adai did not run the ball that well. Then we got the Titans. Chris Johnson hit a couple of home runs. Vince Young got on base a lot, if you know what I mean. So we have to shore up this run defense if you want a chance. We could tank. I'm not with that. Basketball, I get that more so because one guy can change the outlook of your franchise more so in that sport or in that league than in the NFL. In the NFL, you kind of need multiple pieces to work together and gel together for you to have a playoff/Super Bowl contending team. So as we look at the AFC West standings, the Chiefs 2-2, the Chargers 2-3, the Raiders are 2-3, we're 1-4. You guys know how NFL works. You guys know how sports work. No team is above 500 in this division. So I'm like, we're going to go all in. Now, we are using Josh McDaniels' playbook on offense and on defense. I will keep offense, but I'm not going to keep the defense because I think one of the reasons why we're getting gashed is because we're using a 3-4 scheme. I would love to use a 4-3 scheme, a 4-6 scheme, or a balanced defense. With the Detroit Lions, we're able to use a balanced defense. In our 3-4 scheme, we have Peppers as one of our outside backers because he's such an athletic freak. I would love to do that here, but I just don't think we have the personnel to do that. Dumerville is a nice piece, but he hasn't really been producing so far this season, and he's 91 overall, and I would love to maybe use him for trades or for draft picks or something. Then we got Ayers, and Ayers, he's young. He could blossom into somebody that could turn into somebody good, but as of right now, he's not really that. So I would love to have multiple defensive ends that can do multiple things. So our current defensive ends aren't that way, and they're not really that good. 70, and again, Madden 11, they kind of drop back from crazy overalls for everybody, which I like. But 70s are never really that good. They are feasible, but if you can upgrade that position, you upgrade that position. Our fullback, Larson, he's gone. Excuse me. If our running game could get better, that's what I would like. And I think a fullback can help with that. Now, defensive end, Little. I envision him being kind of that Julius Peppers outside linebacker defensive end, if that makes sense. Raheem Brock, he's going to be there hopefully to shore up our run defense at the defensive end spot in our 4-3 scheme. And then, of course, got to make a trade. And Calais Campbell is in his 3rd season. He's a huge defensive end. He might be more so of a 3-4 defensive end, but in a 4-3 scheme as a defensive end, 85 Bears, we're just bigger than you. We're just going to smash and dash. You feel me? So Moreno, and yeah, that hurts, Dumervil for Calais Campbell and a first-round pick against the Arizona Cardinals could be a high first-round pick. It really, really could be. It really, really could be. So we got to make this trade work. So obviously we got to add a player onto it. And the best thing, when you trade for a player in season who has like 1 year left on their deal, you do not have to worry about their salary cap hit too much because their bonus is already paid for. And this fullback is going to be a trade, a sign, and a cut. Like, get up out of here. You feel me? So that's exactly what we're going to do right there. And then we do have to sign a running back, obviously. And we got to sign the outside linebacker as well. And again, we're going to have Little be that backer when it comes to pass rush situations if we do go to a 3-4 look. But just for pass rush. When we want to stop the run, it's 4 big guys, 4 defensive linemen, and there you go. Westbrook, he's going to be teamed up yet again with Buckhalter. They both got good speed. Buckhalter, he has the weapon of speed, and then Westbrook's speed is at 91. And now we have 2 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, giving us 5 picks in the first 2 rounds of the NFL draft next year. So I don't think we mortgage our future, but I do think that we improved our prospects for the future and improved our prospects for this year. Because for me, I feel like I should be able to continue to run the ball even without Knowshon Moreno, who I think was the most complete back on our roster, obviously. But again, Buckhalter, his first game versus Jaguars, he was out there doing his thing when Moreno was hurt during the preseason. So that's our defense now. Calais Campbell, again, he's going to be our every down defensive end, and then we're going to bring in Little in different packages, maybe slide Calais into the inside for our dime and nickel looks. If you go 3-4 at all, Little will be that outside backer on the opposite side of Ayers, who's a like 6'4", 274 outside linebacker. Clearly, he's a defensive end playing backer as well. But that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that this is the best of your day. Tune me again, my friends. Peace, love. High sauce.